Super Bowl 57 was one for the ages. We had Kansas City defeating the Philadelphia Eagles in one of the greatest games in Super Bowl history. The young guard, Patrick Mahomes, played his heart out and defeated the number one defense in the league with the hurt ankle and all, and still did it with style and grace. Kansas City was down 10 points at half. Jalen Hurts also played the game of his life, but the defense just couldn't stop a nosebleed in that game, man. So it was pretty good game all the way to the end, 38-35. Those boys pulled it off, man. Not one sack allowed from the Kansas City offense, so shout out to those boys. I thought the Eagles was going to crush that, man, but guess what? The young guard, man, still doing work, bro, big-time work. So, Jordan James, man, I know I owe you dinner.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to leave with that.
I know I owe you dinner, bro, but golly, man, what happened to those Eagles, man? For real, that was supposed to be. I'm not gonna say an easy win, but when you up by 10, man, you're supposed to choke them out, bro. For real, tap them out.
Yeah, stop. Easy win, no. But yeah, they down by 10. This is what Kansas City does in the Super Bowl, man. That's what they did when they won it a couple years ago versus the 49ers. They came back from that one too. That's what Patrick Mahomes and company do, man. You know, the reason they got tormented in the Super Bowl versus y'all because, you know, no left tackles would do that to you. You can't stop a defense like that with, you know, limited backups at that point in time. You know, they fix that shit. They will come back on your ass. That's what they do, man.
Right.
But yeah, just for the record though, man, I like Longhorn. I like Texas Roadhouse. I like all that shit, man. So yeah, go ahead. You know, dinner, run it up. That wins me dinner and it wins me the playoff picks too, by the way. So
yeah, it did.
It's your boy. What's up?
I sent you a couple Lunchables for you and Aiden.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I said dinner, not a little snack. But yeah, man, Philly jumped on them early, man. Basically, they could do no wrong early, you know, leading 24-14 halftime. Like you said, we was up by 10. Dude, Jalen Hurts had one of the most impressive performances I've ever seen by a quarterback in the Super Bowl ever, bro.
Believe it.
The one mistake he had led to Kansas City getting points, which was that fumble.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one mistake, the only mistake he made all game long. So Jalen Hurts, shout out to him, man. He played his ass off. But you notice right after he turned the ball over, he came right back and they marched right back down the field and they scored a touchdown, man. So it wasn't even like it rattled them. I'm like, okay, maybe this will rattle them. Maybe this is going. It didn't, man. He lived up to the hype. They played it. You know, there was a lot of funny shit going on. You know, like they kept slipping on the grass. The grass is ass, you know, in that stadium. Come on, man. It's the Super Bowl.
And they said they spent $800,000 on that grass and was letting it get sun and all types of stuff for like the last 2 weeks. And that jump played like trash for real. Like, for real. Y'all need some regular grass on that field, man. What y'all doing?
Bro, I don't understand that. I really don't. But yeah, regardless. But yeah, dude, Hurts ended up going 27-38, 304 yards, pass for a touchdown. 15 carries, 70 yards, 3 touchdowns. Like, that's insane. But then there was Mahomes. Okay, like you said, killed them boys. 21-27, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns. Bro, he suffered like a setback, it looked like, at the end of the first half. He went in the locker room. What happened was they gave him a couple Perkies. Right. They gave him an IV. He came back out. He couldn't even feel that shit, bro. And by the looks of the Super Bowl celebration, bro, it looks like he was still off of one. You see that man almost fell off the bus. Like, bro, you better chill out, bro. But
hey man, check that man for drugs, man. Check him for drugs.
Yeah, check him for something. Pat Mahomes is the best in the business right now, and that's why I couldn't go versus him, man. I kept trying to tell people, look, Philly's good, but they're not the best team. I'm telling you right now, they're not. They could be beat. And they're like, oh, they beat this team by this much. They beat this time. Like, dude, I don't give a shit. I'm telling you what's going to happen. And
they were supposed to beat them, though. They were supposed to beat them. They were supposed to beat them, bro.
If ifs was fists, what, Sam? We'd all be drunk.
Right.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, supposed to, all that shit. I'm just saying, bro. It's not, it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? How many boys we got that are Philly fans? Like, it's just not going to happen, bro. I'm telling you. But I think Philly needed that loss, though, to be honest with you, because I really think Jalen Hurts will be back at some point in his career. I don't know if it's going to be next year, maybe the year after. I don't know, but I think he will make it back to the Super Bowl. And I think he needed this loss to win one. You know what I'm saying? If he goes back there, I wouldn't bet against him to lose again unless he's playing Mahomes. But Yeah, he's young. What Hurts is what 24. This is his
24.
Third season, second as a starter. So I mean, y'all will
Yep.
be all right. And they
Right.
got what top 10 draft pick too. Philly's gonna be right back. They ain't going nowhere.
Right.
I just felt like they needed this loss kind of to humble them, humble their fans. You know, minor setback for a major comeback. If you're an Eagles fan, I wouldn't be ashamed about nothing.
Man, what happened to that damn defense though? That's all I want to know. Like those boys wasn't aggressive enough or nothing. Couldn't swat the balls down. Couldn't do anything, bro. In that second half.
That's
Like,
true.
Then you kicking field goals. When you kicking field goals instead of scoring touchdowns, bro, that is the recipe for disaster, bro. Anytime, especially in the Super Bowl, y'all supposed to be hella aggressive, bro. For real. No sacks on Mahomes. That's terrible, bro. That's what killed y'all. That's the reason that y'all lost to those boys, bro.
Yeah, they couldn't get to him. You got to credit the Chiefs' offensive line though, because I knew they were good. They were top 5, but they legitimately played that game, bro. And granted, Mahomes was making some shit happen too. But I mean, really, either defense could get to the quarterback. I think there was only one sack that game, and it wasn't even like a sack. It was by the Chiefs, and they flushed Hurts. Hurts ran to the left. They flushed him out the pocket, and it was like a loss of 1 yard to tackle, so it counts as a sack. But like, there was really no sacks, dude. It was like You know, so neither team could really get the edge on the defensive line. You got to credit really both offensive lines and Phillies too, because dude, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, Philly lines up quarterback sneak all day. They can't stop that. You cannot stop that, bro. You cannot stop that shit. That's why the one time where they had like 3rd and 1, 2nd 1, and they lined up in the quarterback sneak and they flipped it out back to do a sweep. I'm like, why are y'all doing that? It's an easy when you don't first and then some. When you bro, what are you doing? Like Jalen Hurts is so strong. You see what I think it was Chandler or who was it? One of the Chiefs defensive linemen tried to like hit him high when he was doing the sneak. Dude, Hurts still took him anyway. Like, dude, you can't stop me on this. Like that play is like genuinely unstoppable. Like, especially when you allow like the running backs to come up and press on the quarterback on his back to get that. Like, I don't know. I kind of think they should prohibit that, bro, because you can't really stop that if you're on the defensive line, bro. That's automatic. But that was a great game, bro. It was a great game, and that's all I wanted to see, bro. I honestly didn't care who won. I just wanted to see a great game. We got to see a great game, and I'm so thankful for that. And the only shitty part is now we got to wait, you know, months again for the NFL, months again for college. But, you know, that's how it goes, man. But it was a good game, though.
Definitely was. I mean, they had the one controversial call, the holding penalty. But like I said, I felt like it was a hold. I feel like he grabbed him twice. I feel like the second one was really the big one because he grabbed him the one time on the, I guess he tried to do like a slant, like a double slant or something like that. But he grabbed him the first time and they let that go. But when he grabbed him the second time, and then Mahomes actually threw it that way, like you got to call that stuff. You feel me? So I feel like it was a well called game, bro. Like for the most part, you feel me? Maybe like 1 or 2 controversial calls. But I feel like the game in a whole or whatever, man, it was a fair game, and they let them boys fight it out. You feel me? And that's all I asked for, you know?
Yeah, it was definitely a hold. Whether there was enough there to constitute a call, I think, was the debate. There was never no debate if it was a penalty. It was a debate whether there was enough for them to call it at that moment in time. Right. You know, and I guess obviously it was. You can't say it was the wrong call, but a couple of my people, like, you know, Eagles fans are blaming the loss solely on that. Like, no, dude, you came out second half. Chiefs didn't punt one time in the second half. Could not stop that, man. Not even one time. Couldn't force a punt, nothing. Like, that's going to happen. Y'all were up 10, couldn't make one stop. One stop was all you needed. You probably would have had them. So you can't blame it on that holding call, which it was a holding call, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it goes, man. That's the game. It's too crucial of a time to be holding this shit like that, man. Like, you got to be knowing what you're doing out there, bro.
For real. Y'all supposed to have that stuff shut down with none of the receivers really like super badass except for Kelsey. And he was hurt part of the game, you know? So you got second string, third string tight ends. You got second string, third string running backs freaking getting open, bro. Like, it was crazy, bro. Like, the touchdown to pretty much seal the game, bro, a third string running back, bro. Come on, man. Like, that's what y'all doing? Y'all allowing him to freaking get wide open, bro, in the Super Bowl, bro? When it's the most crucial time you let this man get open, man, for real, slap yourself in the mouth.
And how about Kadarius Toney with that punt return, bro? That did
Right.
wow. Whoa.
That was
Whoa.
killer. That was killer. That was
Terrible.
killer.
That was a terrible punt. There was no hang time on it. It was bad. But yeah, a lot of them Chiefs, man, they stepped up. You got to give them credit. Isaiah Pacheco, we've been high on him.
Pacheco,
you know, Puerto Rican pride in the house. Shout out to the Puerto Ricans out there. You know, I found out Pacheco was a Puerto Rican today. My barber put me on that. Appreciate you, Rod. But, yeah, man. So it was a good win for the Chiefs, though. It was a good win for the Chiefs, and the Eagles will be back, man. So,
oh yeah, they definitely still look good.
Chiefs
will
be back.
But you know that boy Mahomes, man, that boy a whole nother level right now, for real.
Yeah. So had that dinner ready for me. Appreciate you, Brody.
I got you, dog.
Thanks, homie.